Alright, so as you probably saw from the title, this video is mainly just going to be about P10 Merlin and her capabilities. I am going to be using her on Lightning because I think Lightning is much more enjoyable and universal. Ice was really only used for the raid, and it kind of just sucks playing it, working around it, and it's just not good outside of the raid in general. They also nerfed that bug with Clotho where you could infinitely stack her runes, and a lot of people were thinking that Merlin was really good because they were using Clotho with her, but it turns out Clotho was actually bugged, so Merlin's gonna feel a lot weaker now. The devs put out a patch note about that. You can check it out. But yeah, I've been really enjoying a Lightning Merlin. We did get her outfit to level 3. We rolled some decent stuff on it. Not really that good. It's just normal skill, which is fine. That's what she scales off of the most. We literally bar for bar have Melly's entire loadout because she's a normal skill spammer. And Meliodas is also a normal skill spammer, so that you build them the exact same. Like usual, we have equipment attack, and we're just trying to level up the passives on our weapons. I did end up maxing the wand, and I got a pretty good setup on it for the enchant. This is not exactly what you'd want. You'd want crit damage, normal skill damage, and lightning damage, but this is a very close second. And I'm using the staff that I just had on King for Furzin. Just use whatever gives you the most attack total. Our top is level 3, these pants are high roll level 2. We're on the double crit damage ring like usual, and we're on a level 2 Dark Chaos Earring. Dark Chaos Earring is very good on her, and then we're just on the 2 set for the more normal skill damage. So we're going to go into the training grounds and just do a quick rotation of what I would do to make Merlin the most effective on Lightning. So we're going to eat some food real quick. And we got slowed, like always. 100% chance to get slowed, by the way. So if you've watched any of my videos before, you should pretty much be aware of my damage rotation. It's Q on Daisy, first strike on Daisy, Manny Aura down, throw the random orb, push Q and E on Hauser, and then by then we have 5 orbs. You actually only need 4. The way I assume the devs intend this to be used with P10 Merlin is spam a couple E's, use a Q, do a combo ult, spam the Q again, spam E's, spam a bunch of E's, keep spamming the E's until you get your ult back, and then you can do some normals. Use a solo ult, spam your Q, spam more E's, keep spamming E's, always spam E's, spam more E's, make a quick another orb, come back to Merlin, do another solo ult, push Q, spam some more E's. So the main difference with P10 Merlin is when you use your Q, after doing an ult, it will put down like a giant death beam that infinitely recharges your E and allowing you to endlessly cycle these 3 skills. So let's show that one more time. Put the Q down, get the debuff on, do a combo ult, push Q again, and now we can spam E's. Wait for our normal ult to come back. Sometimes you don't have enough orbs, that's okay, just go ahead and quickly make them. Push Q, spam some E's. Spamming E's, make another orb, come back. Alt, Q, spam more E's. I much rather prefer this playstyle over Ice Merlin. It's just really not fun in my opinion. Just constantly switching characters, building up Frostmark with normal attacks, and then doing all that just to swap and do like 10 mil, and then you gotta do that cycle all over again. Also 10 mil I don't think is even realistic anymore without the Clotho glitch. Alright, now we're gonna do a solo run with a P10 Lightning Merlin on the raid. So for our team, we're going to be running Daisy, Tiore, Hauser, Merlin. Daisy's on the typical first strike book. Our armor sets, if you want to take a look, level 3 outfit. Tiore's on full healer, HP, and healing efficiency with her healing outfit. Hauser's on full debuff and magic generation, the same way that I kind of build my Daisy. Level 3 outfit on him as well. The level 3 outfit on him is probably the best level 3 support outfit in the game. Tiore's healing scales massively off of her attack and her HP, so you kind of want to just amp up her attack and HP as much as possible, so make sure you actually have good weapons on her. So as you can see, some of mine are max limit break and they're level 50. That's just to increase our attack a little bit. Alright, so let's get to it. I'm going to be using a couple tricks that I picked up along the way of trying to just do this as fast as possible. Yeah, feel free to incorporate this into your solo runs if you ever really get to it. Now all this simple stuff adds up, you know, skipping corners, because why not? You land on this, you line up straight with this rope, you can just jump across the bridge. Don't really need to worry about any of that. So we're going to do our typical rotations here. We're going to get his tag skill stacks down as much as possible. You have full stun immunity when you're in Merlin's Q, by the way. But, you know, when he stuns you about 350 times, it's kind of hard to dodge them all. We're really not going to try to kill him until his tag stacks are around like 5 to 3. Those are the stacks we're trying to reduce when we end up tag skilling him. Basically, it's just damage reduction on him, and when we remove it, he takes more damage. Alright, he's now down to about 3 stacks, so we're just going to go ahead and reapply all of our debuffs, wait for Merlin's Q to come back, pop the Q, get stunned out of it. Very intentional. Now, we're going to go for our damage. Typical damage rotation that I showed in the pre-training. Let's put those debuffs back on him again. Do that. We're gonna go straight into a combo, and this might just kill him here. Yep, and he's dead. So as you can see, she really has absolutely no problem, even though this dungeon isn't even weak to electric. One of her potential points kind of just mitigate their lightning resistance. That's a little shortcut I like to do. You can also just stay on this platform and jump to the end. You don't need to bother with that floating wall. So we got horse, bishop, rook, pawn. When your cycle is like this, you actually need to follow the first 3 and then do bishop, bishop at the end. So it was horse, bishop. Now here we have to hit the rook. And then once we hit the rook, we hit the bishop. And then it'll take us to the last bishop. Now we're back at the boss, and I forgot to apply my first strike. That was a major misinput. But, you know, even without that 50%, you can see that the boss is still pretty much getting deleted. One more cycle of this, and she will probably be dead. Not quite. If we had first strike, she would have been gone so much sooner. Oh my. There's many ways to open up this shortcut door. You can just shoot a daisy ult under it. But since we have Merlin, we might as well do it the normal way. Make sure we actually apply our first strikes here this time. Now I think this queen also has that tag attack debuff we need to remove. I think we're just mostly gonna ignore that. We'll use it when we have to, of course. Like situations like that. As you can see, they are absolutely being destroyed. Oh my god. We didn't even bother to remove her stacks either. And with that, she is dead. Alright, we're approaching the final boss with a cool 23 minutes left, pretty much. Just go ahead and pre-buff a little bit. Got plenty of time. Pre-buff, reapply our food buff while we're at it. Now, I've roughly killed this guy like 30 times by now, so he's really not a problem to me anymore, but maybe if you're only like a couple attempts deep into it, it'll be maybe challenging, but I doubt it. Not if you have a P10 Merlin. The biggest enemy in this build is actually the visual clutter you create. Like, good luck seeing what's going on when you're doing about 3 million damage numbers and 150 tornadoes. If you're fully focused on your damage rotations, you can probably kill this dude so much quicker. And with this, he's basically dead already. Now, as you can see, while I was commentating and kind of just, explaining the whole process, we still did it in about 10 minutes. Yeah, I just wanted to do this quick video to basically show that Electric Merlin's probably going to end up being most people's pick when it comes to the raid, or just in general. You can use Electric Merlin in Gallon, you can use her pretty much anywhere, and it's so much more enjoyable than using Ice Merlin. Alright, I hope that showcase, kind of influenced anybody if they were wondering, how far they should go on Merlin. If you don't have melee or his, low potential, and you have a bunch of summons saved for Merlin, I'd probably try to take her to, P9 or P10. I know that's basically not possible for free-to-plays unless you've been saving quite a while, probably for a couple months. But even at, P7, she's probably really good for the average player. Yeah, she's basically Melee 2.0 once we get more lightning content. At the moment, Melee is obviously better at Orgod and Dragon because they're weak to Dark. They're about the same on Galland, but when it comes to sectors, Merlin is so much better. These little clips at the end here would just be like some extra persuasion if you want to consider picking up a high potential Merlin. So that was just some fun little extras to throw into the end of the video. So yeah, that's pretty much the end of this showcase. And if you guys do some summons for Merlin, I wish you all good luck and see you in the next one.